So we have Sister Shivani here from Brahma Kumari. So I would like to call Sister Shivani in the stage, and I would like to call Jeff and Mr. Rajneesh Verma to welcome. Please. Can I have a big applause for Sister Shivani? Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Om Shanti and good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's take a minute of silence. And let's introspect that when we come together like this to not just share and talk, but also to think, and most important, to take back that one thing which we would like to implement. So just close your eyes for a minute and see if there's one thing you would like to implement Monday onwards. One change. What would that one change be? Just one small change. A change which makes the mind comfortable. A change which makes relationships easier. A change which makes my working culture smooth. Just one change. Which I will implement. Which I have been thinking about. But now it needs to come into action. Okay, Chi. What would that one change be? Anybody can think of one change? Yes? Anyone? One change? No change? Anything? Yes? One change? You would inspire people. Beautiful. Nupur, aap baitho. We can hear everybody in this room. Hanji. Any other one change? One is to inspire people. Anything else? One change? Hanji?
Listen more, talk less.
Very beautiful. Listen more, talk less. Good. Any other one change? Yes?
Give time to the family.
Give time to family. Okay, so when we are with family, I'm with family. When I'm with friends, I'm with friends. And not get distracted with? Not get distracted with? Do you think it's important that when I'm with family and not at work? Why is it important? Why is it important? How does it matter if I'm sitting with family and then I quickly just do one email in between and I'm back? क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Why do I have to be there with them? Why can't I do multitasking and do 2-3 things together?
Because your presence makes others happy.
But you're present there. You don't get up and walk out. You're there, but you just do a little thing. You're not mentally there. Do they come to know?
Yes.
Do they come to know?
Yes.
Does it harm them or does it harm me?
Both.
Why does it harm me? Acha, they will not take us seriously. Okay. So, oh, yeah, that's also there. They will also do the same thing then, but that when I am sitting with them, they will also do other things with their friends. Very important. Acha. So this is one good thing. When I'm with family, and I will not be at work in my mind. Anything else? One change? No change? Take care of my health. Very important. So one was to inspire people, the other was to listen more, third was to be focused when you're with family and friends, fourth is to take care of my health. Anything else? Hanji?
Spread happiness.
Spread happiness. Very good. And for that, what would you need to do?
I should start my day with a smile.
And do you know the art of being disturbed inside and smiling? Anyone knows how to do that? Do you know how to do that? Anyone's ever done that? Be disturbed inside but smile? We do it very often, exactly. So it's not about smiling. Everybody is smiling, but you have no idea what they're going through inside. So it's not about smiling, it's about smiling here. And if you're happy here, then you don't have to give happiness. You are automatically radiating it. And if you're stressed there, try however hard. You can't stop your stress from reaching to other people. So to give happiness, what would you need to do? What would you need to do to give happiness? To give wealth to others, what do you need to do? You want to charity, donate, give wealth to others. What do you need to do? Have it. If I don't have it, I can't give it. To give happiness to others, I need to be happy. If I'm stressed, what am I giving others? And who are these others? Who are these others who are getting it? People you care for. Everyone, I'm carrying an energy field around me. And everyone who's going to come into contact of my energy field will get everything that's there in my energy field. So giving happiness is not about smiling, not about being nice to people, not about buying good things for them, not about helping and caring. It's about what's there in my energy field. When we look at the pictures of deities or prophets, we see a white circle on the photo, right? You've seen that white circle over there? Do only they carry a circle or we also carry a circle?
We have a kind of aura around us.
So do we also have or only they had?
No,
We all had.
being has.
And what is that circle depicting? That circle is depicting my intentions, everything that I'm holding here, my memories, my every thought, my every feeling, my words, my behavior creates my energy field. When you start interacting with somebody, before you speak, before you interact, it's your energy which is already reaching out to them. Which sometimes we say, I didn't get very nice vibes from that person. Do we use that vocabulary? Yes. So are you able to sense people's vibrations? Yes? And that means people are also able to sense yours. And whether they can sense or they cannot sense, your vibrations are reaching people. So whether it comes to being a leader, a friend, a spouse, a parent, it's not about what we do, it's more about
How we are.
who we are and what we radiate. Now, if I don't take care of that energy field, they are shown with a white circle. White circle means the highest vibrational energy. Okay? So if I look at it on an index of 1 to 10, if I say the white circle stands for 10, which is the purest mind, the cleanest intention, and the highest vibration, what color can we give to ourselves? Because we also carry a circle. And do you know there is scientific equipment which is able to see that energy field color? Would you like to see your color?
Yes.
Would you like to see the color of your circle?
Yes.
Do you already don't know it?
We do know it.
Do we already know it?
We do know it.
We do know.
We know it.
It's perfect, otherwise I would change myself.
Pardon?
If I think about it, the
Yeah.
circle around me, for me is perfect.
Yeah.
Otherwise I would already start changing it.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. The circle that I carry is radiating with me in every interaction. It's the circle which I carry which gives me the strength to respond in every situation. If I remain stable, even in a crisis, if a very big chaos seems a very small thing to me, that means my energy field is higher than the energy of the situation. If people don't behave my way, and yet I'm able to respond with respect and dignity. If people do something which is absolutely incorrect, and yet I'm able to have empathy for them. If everything around me seems to collapse, and yet I'm calm, then I'm carrying a white circle. Which means my vibration is higher than all these, and then the lower vibration cannot influence my vibration. But if I tend to get irritated very easily, if I think too much, if I worry too much, in fact, if I worry at all, if I fear, if I'm insecure, or sometimes I'm a little jealous of other people doing better than me. Other people could be another organization. Other people could be people within my organization. If I get angry in my behavior, if I'm not able to adjust and adapt with people, if I have too many expectations and less of accepting people as they are, then my energy field is a little, and it's time for me to start raising it. Because if I don't raise my energy field, then everything that we talk about, we know it, we understand it, we want to do it, but we don't have the energy to implement it. And as a leader, if I don't have that higher vibration, that for me to be able to pull people up, which means to inspire, to empower, to raise their energy field, that will become impossible for me. Today is not the time that people can be inspired by words. They can't. Their energy field has to be pulled up. For them to be able to implement what they themselves feel they want to do it, but they cannot do it because they lack the strength to be able to do it. It's like someone is physically weak, and you can give them 1 hour nice motivational talk about how they should walk 5 kilometers every day. They'll listen to you and they'll say, yeah, good, very good what you're saying, but they won't be able to do it tomorrow. And then we can go on and on having talks and programs and workshops and inspirational talks, and we say, yes, you must walk, but they'll not be able to do it. Because it's not that they don't want to do it, it's that they don't have the strength to do it. WHO said in 2017 that 1 in 4 people are suffering from symptoms of depression. This year, India is number 1 on depression. Earlier it was USA, China, now India number 1. When it's 1 in 4, it could be 1 in 4 with the team where I'm working. And I would not even know. And they would not even know. And we go and give them some high target to achieve. The mind is experiencing a symptom of depression, and the leader of the organization goes and hands them a task to achieve, without knowing the emotional strength of the person to whom you are handing over that work. Will we call that person a leader? Can you call him a leader? It's like without knowing the strength of a person, you say next tomorrow you're taking part in this marathon, go and run. And you have to run and you have to win because that's the target of my organization for this year. We become instruments for. We will become instruments for. So now is the time to start connecting to people, to understand people, to know people, to know them for the person they are and not for the roles and responsibilities and positions they are having in organizations. People spend such little time at home nowadays that their families don't come to know if there is a behavioral change in them. They don't come to know. Because how much time is an individual spending with family today? And how much time are they spending with us at work? So who should be able to see that there is a change in a person? Who should be able to see, family or people at work? Who should be able to see? But people at work are so busy only seeing the process, the procedure, the figures, the targets, that we are not looking at people. If we are looking at people, we're only looking to see whether they achieved what they were supposed to achieve or they didn't. So we are only looking at people in terms of measuring only their achievement. So when we're focusing only on that, we are shifting away from the human quality within us. And we are becoming more like an automated thing. Feelings, bhavna, sanskar, emotions. That human connection. No, it's all about, did you do what you had to do? How are you feeling? Why are you not looking your normal happy self? Why are you so quiet nowadays? Time ही नहीं है. Time ही नहीं है. If I say good morning, the other person says morning. Good morning बोलने का भी time नहीं है. And we thought this was success. How can this be success if that being who is supposed to experience the success starts becoming? Then that success will be only figures. And then when that started happening, then achieving that success also became difficult. Stress is equal to pressure divided by resilience. Pressure divided by resilience. Numerator, is it increasing day by day? Is the numerator increasing? Do you think it will increase in the next 5 years? Will it increase in the next 5 years? Yes. So will stress increase in the next 5 years? No. Because you are ignoring the denominator. Stress is not equal to pressure. If stress is equal to pressure, then if pressure increases, stress increases. Stress is equal to pressure divided by resilience. What is resilience? What is resilience? What is resilience? Resilience. My inner strength to cope with the situation. Do two people respond the same way in the same situation? No. Do I respond the same way in the same situation on 2 different days? No. Depends on the denominator on that day. Depends on the denominator of the 2 people. So stress depends more on the numerator or more on the denominator? Numerator in my control? No. Denominator in my control? Yes. Are we doing anything to increase the denominator? Are we doing anything to increase the denominator?
Yes.
And if we don't increase it, what will happen? If you don't increase it, what will happen? Day by day it is decreasing. It's not remaining constant. It is not remaining. It's like a battery. Now here's my phone. If I don't use it for the next 1 hour, but still when I look at it after 1 hour, if it was on 80% battery, it will be at 75 after 1 hour. If I don't charge it, even if I don't use it, it gets discharged. If we don't charge it, and we use it the whole day, What's going to happen? What's going to happen? The mind, without energizing it, we are putting it through crisis every day. High pressures, targets, ये करना है, वो करना है, without energizing it on a daily basis. Is that being fair to somebody? Suppose someone plans to take part in the marathon this year. Every year we have so many marathons in Delhi, Gurgaon. If you plan to take part in the marathon, would you need to start doing a little bit before that?
Yes.
Yes.
How much before that do you think you will need to start taking little care and practicing before you go for the actual day? So how much would I take care? At least 15 days? Even if I was very, very strong, 15 days? Yes? What would I need to do? Build up my flexibility, my stamina. Suppose I don't do that and I just get up and then go and run that day. Anything is going to happen? Hanji? Exhausted. And then suppose I run in a marathon every day without doing anything for it. Then anything will happen? Will anything happen? Because that's what we are doing to our mind. That's what we are doing to our mind. Without doing anything to take care of it, we are making it work every single day in high pressure situations. And then not just me, I make everyone around me also go through those things because my ambitions are very high. So the ambition is increasing, the target is increasing, pressure is increasing, and I do nothing for this. So this has to go through it every single day. Do you think something will start happening here or no? Yes or no? 2017, depression was 1 in 4. 2020, which is now only 11 months away. Only 11 months away. 2020, they have said this will be the second cause of death after cardiac. Why? Undiagnosed, not detected, not treated, not taken care of. As an organization, as a leader, as an individual, are we taking care of our people? But we will be able to take care of them only when we start taking care of ourselves. Do you ever get angry? And it's normal to do so. This is an energy field. Our responsibility is to carry a high energy field to work and to come back in the evening with a high energy field to give it to our family. And our responsibility is to send everybody happy back home in the evening so that they are able to radiate that happiness to their family so that tomorrow we'll have happy children. Because the happy children are your employees after 10 years from today. But if we send stressed people home today, they are radiating that stress and they have no idea what they are doing to their children. What kind of future are we looking at? Change is not about change that's happening outside. Look at the change that is happening here. Look at the change that is happening here. When we were in school, were we talking about children having depression, children committing suicide, children having diabetes? Were we ever talking this language? No, that's the change that has happened. We are so focused on the rapid change that's happening outside. Are we not able to see the rapid change that's happening inside? If this inside is strong, it will be able to adapt to any kind of change outside. And if this inside is not strong, I'm not happy if my friend didn't like my post on Facebook this morning. That's it. That's all that I need to get upset. I don't need a big crisis and target to get upset anymore. So it's not about the change outside. It's about my inner power to be able to adapt to that change outside. But for that, I will have to see what's the change happening inside. Each time I react, each time I get angry, I've depleted my energy field. I've not just depleted mine, I've depleted also of the other person. I've not just depleted both of us, I've also depleted the entire place where I'm working because I've radiated wrong vibrations into that place. Everyone else is going to consume it. And then very soon we become very comfortable living in an energy field where there's irritation, there's anger, there's fear, there's hurt. We are used to it. That's become our comfort zone. And we think this is fine, this is normal, but then we're not aware that what is it doing to us on a daily basis, gradually. We wouldn't even know where the battery is right now, 100, 50, 20, 10, 5, any one situation and it's over, finished. Why do people get into depression? Why do people have a breakdown? Because they're not aware they were on 10. They were not aware that they were on 10 battery. One small change in life, one situation, didn't have the power to adapt it, tipped off. Because they were not aware that they were on 10. But had they taken care every day and kept themselves here, let anything happen out in the world. At anything means anything. Anything. Because this is a battery where there's no figure which we can see. Where do I stand today? We wouldn't know. People suddenly have a burnout and they didn't even know they were anywhere near that. Because we're not taking care of ourselves every day. All that we need to do is put self-care as our priority now. Stop being unfair to yourself. Stop saying, I don't have time for myself. If somebody has not taken care and they try to run, the journey is going to be difficult. But if somebody practices, energizes, and then runs, that journey is beautiful. So am I even enjoying the experience of life? Can we give 1 hour to ourselves every day? Can we give 1 hour to ourselves every day? Yes or no? Yes. And what will we do in that 1 hour? 1 hour. First thing in the morning, dedicated only to the self. The priority is not work, family, self. The priority is self, family, work. If the priority goes wrong, everything goes wrong in my life. If the self is powerful, energized, happy, then this self has beautiful relationships, and then leaving a happy family, going to work, I give my 100% there. But self not taken care of, having little issues at home, now going to work. Then we may be spending 14, 16 hours at work. Hours, number of hours increases. Number of hours I'm at work doesn't mean success. Does not mean success. It means I'm taking long to do the same thing. I'm taking long to take every decision. I think so much before taking a decision because my intuition doesn't answer and say, do this, finished. Because my intuition has not been used for a very long time. So I go around asking other people, what do you think I should do? What do I think I should do? And I waste a lot of time. So it's not about number of hours that I'm working. And why do I need to work longer hours? Because I don't spend that 1 hour in energizing that mind who's going to work for the next 8 hours. I don't. 1 hour to the self, which means beginning the morning. First thing, don't look at your phone. On an average, what time do we wake up? 5, 6, 7? One of these. What time does work begin? What time does work begin? Normally, office, what time is it beginning?
9.
Okay, 9. On an average, I wake up at 6 and my office begins at 9. Why do I need to check work emails at 6 o'clock in the morning? Why do I need to? Because the minute I read it, I'm already at work. You know why this mind is getting tired? Because it is at work the whole day now since the time we have this in our hand. When we didn't have this in our hand, When we didn't have this, when we went home, we were at home. When we came to work, we were at work. But now since we have this, we are always at work. Even in the middle of the night, if I wake up at 2 o'clock, I'll see something and go back to sleep. Anyone does that? Looks at it in the night if they wake up? And then after that, the mind is not able to sleep. The body goes to sleep. And the mind's still thinking inside. And that's why many of us don't wake up very fresh in the morning. Because the mind was thinking even in the night. Sleep fatigue. Sleep deprivation. In the US, one of the largest selling medicines right now is sleeping pill. Yes? Please share with us here that if we don't take care, we will also be taking that medicine very soon. It's the largest selling medicine. Imagine something natural to go to sleep. दवाई लेनी पड़ रही है. Can we do that? Not look at emails and messages at 6 o'clock in the morning?
Yes.
Simple. Simple thing to do. Not create a time, fix a time for yourself. I will start reading it at 8. If I have to go to 9, I'll read at 8. 6 to 8 is my time with myself, with my family at home. Just give this mind little rest. But we are so much in a race, we think I'll be left behind with if I don't look at it immediately. Visualize a world where this technology was not there for us. Work was still happening. And the problem is not with the phone. So never say phone is the cause of stress. The problem is lack of self-discipline. This is one of the most comfortable things we have created. So this is very useful, but I have to learn how to use it. So first thing in the morning, no phone, and 1 hour before going to sleep. No phone. Possible?
Yes.
If the last thing just before falling off to sleep, I've again checked my emails and messages. I've just stimulated this mind instead of silencing it before going to sleep. And then body goes to sleep, mind doesn't sleep, mind is fatigued in the morning, then I do nothing to energize it, then I make it go through 12 hours of work, then I read my email in the night, then again I go to sleep. Every single day we are doing this. Simple mistakes, cause of pain. Simple healthy habits, and we're going to be very fine. So how many feel they can do 1 hour in the night and 1 hour in the morning? सिंपल है, बहुत सिंपल है, बट इसका जो इम्पैक्ट है, you've at least started giving this little rest. So 1 hour in the morning, no phone, no TV, no newspaper, nothing which will deplete my white circle. Nothing which will deplete my white circle. Everything that we watch, read and listen is our emotional diet. Information we consume is our emotional diet. First thing in the morning, open your eyes and newspaper. Mind fresh, clean, ready to absorb, and I'm telling it the lowest vibration of everything that's happening in the world. Because the work of the newspaper is to convey all the lowest things that are happening. It's not that that's the only thing happening in the world, but the other nice things are not covered much, definitely not on the first page. So what do we consume early in the morning? We're consuming how people are pulling each other down. We're consuming violence, we're consuming terror. Is that a diet which we should consume before going to work? If I want to go to work and I want to be calm and peaceful and intuitive and creative and adaptable and tolerance, then that's the information I will need to consume first thing in the morning. But if I consume intolerance early in the morning, if I consume aggression, then that's what I will be during the day. So it's our breakfast, emotional breakfast. Early morning, blotting paper, the mind absorption power is the highest. Choose what you put on it. Can we do no newspaper first thing in the morning? Possible? Very easy. Very easy. These are simple lifestyle change. Very easy. Newspaper should be at least after the first 2 hours of the morning. And that too, to save yourself, don't consume too much of everything that is being given to you over there. Don't need to. Take only what's relevant for you and leave the rest. You're just filling yourself with junk. With junk, absolutely. This mind doesn't have the strength right now to absorb so much. Save yourself. Just 3 months, anyone experiment with consuming less of media and social media and they'll find a new them. Absolutely new you're going to find. It's like a detoxification of the mind. Diet has to change. So media, social media, first thing in the morning. Media, social media, last thing in the night. Absolute no. Replace first thing in the morning, at least about half an hour, with reading, watching or listening anything which has compassion, which has empathy, which has tolerance, which has adaptability, which has peace, which has respect, which has dignity. Consume, fill yourself with it, because then that's what you will become during the day. We are what we watch, read and listen. Someone was just sharing at the beginning, we are not very interested in spirituality. It's not about interested. Spirituality is not some other department of life. Spirituality is a diet which is healthy. Spirituality is a diet which talks about empathy, respect, dignity. Media is giving us today intolerance, aggression, impatience. So I just have to choose first thing in the morning what I put in over here. That's all. I have the rest of the day to read about what's happening in the world. I have the rest of the day, but first thing in the morning. And if I start doing that, then gradually my family will also start doing that. My little children will start doing that. Otherwise, you visualize their life 20 years from today. One generation before this was safe. They didn't have phones, they didn't have internet, they didn't have 24/7 media. Less information, simpler information. Easy to be happy. Easy to be happy. During the day, take care of how much you consume from social media. At every click, there is an information. Every piece of information is not relevant for me. I should not just watch, read, listen, keep on feeding the mind. Give this a break. Because most of it coming there is not very pure. It's very adulterated information. Even humor is not clean. Even humor is not clean. जो हम कहें time pass है ऐसे ही सुन लिया थोड़ा relax होने के लिए. You're not going to get relaxed if it's not clean. You're going to get depleted because it depends on the vibration of what is being given to us. So in terms of entertainment and relaxation also I have to choose very carefully that entertainment should empower me, not deplete me. Because then that entertainment is also becoming damaging if I don't choose carefully. Sit and watch a violent movie for entertainment. Your energy field gets depleted. So 1 hour in the morning, half an hour to study, to consume, 10 minutes to contemplate. This is what I've studied. This is how I'm going to become today. That is called meditation. Meditation means to contemplate what I have studied, to visualize it, and to see myself being that way throughout the day. And half an hour for the body. So 1 hour is all we need for the mind and the body both. Energize the mind, exercise the body. Perfect. Self taken care of. Then when I have my meals, how much time does it take to have a meal? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, how much time does it take? If we only eat, then how much time will it take? 10 minutes? It can't take more than 10 minutes. But nowadays our meal time doesn't seem to be only meal time. Meal time is not just for nourishing the body, mealtime is for energizing the mind. You are what you eat. We've heard this. Jaisa an, vaisa man. We are what we eat. So the vibrations of what we are eating has an effect not just on the body, has a direct effect on the mind. When at home for dinner, many of us are watching TV along with eating our dinner. Absolute damaging habit. Absolute damaging. And if we do it, our children do it. Nowadays, many parents are saying, oh, my child doesn't eat unless they have an iPad in front of them. How will they do that? While they were in the womb of the mother, they had parents around who was only watching television while they were eating. So the child is born with that sanskar. Create a culture in the house. No screens while eating. Absolutely no screens while eating. For a couple of days, children will resist. After that, it's over. Gone, protected for a lifetime. If they are watching even a game which is violent while eating, it's not good for the mind, for the body. Ayurveda says that the day you are stressed, you should not eat. The day you're stressed or upset, don't eat. Because that food will become toxic for you. Because you're not eating it with the right emotions. But we are eating it while watching the news in the night. Children are eating it while watching video games which are violent. So we are actually creating fresh stress even while eating. So even the food is not giving us the nourishment that it's supposed to give. 10 minutes, breakfast, lunch, dinner, 30 minutes is me time. Which means 10 minutes while eating, no phone. ऐसा नहीं, ऐसा बात कर रहे हो और ऐसे खाना खा रहे. No, it's my energized time. I have to put this on silent and put it away for 10 minutes. हो सकता है 10 minutes, no phone while eating? There's no crisis happening every day. There is nothing that cannot wait for 10 minutes. So just silence the phone, keep it away. Spend those 10 minutes in silence eating or eating, having happy conversations. Business meetings and lunch. Discussing business while eating. Problems, issues, figures while eating. Damaging for the mind. Have lunch, then the meeting. But otherwise, if it's a business meeting, then 1 hour with the meeting, we are taking 1 hour to have our food, and our food is absorbing all those vibrations of the conversations we are having. So 1 hour in the morning, 30 minutes, my 10 minutes meal time is my time. Fixed time. That this time will not be for any other distraction around me. No hurried eating, grabbing the breakfast, running. It's an energizing time. It's like a ritual to eat. Just go one generation piche. How did people begin their meal? What did they do before eating? What did they do? How many of us do it today? Simple. Simple things which we've stopped doing are the reason for what we are today. Just go back to who we used to be. Because if we don't go back to who we used to be, our children won't even know that that was the way to be. Because they don't know it. So we are that only generation which has seen that, which has created this and has to go back to who we used to be. 10 seconds, pray, sit in silence, silent the mind, then start eating. That was the reason to pray before eating. We are looking for the remote control. Plate in one hand, where is the remote control of the TV? The world will change. Pray, sprinkle that water, energized water on the food, sit down cross-legged. Everything was scientific. So 10 minutes meal time, fixed sleeping hours. Fixed sleeping hours. And 1 hour before sleeping, no screens again. No screens again, which means not to stimulate the mind. So if 1 hour in the morning, fixed meal times, fixed sleeping time, I've given the energizing to the mind. This mind will have the power to do anything you want it to do during the day. Anything. And family time is only family time. We think that family time is family time. We are doing a favor to them. It's not for them. It's for us. We're not doing a favor to our spouse and to our children and our friends. It's for us. Being with them is energizing for the mind. Simple practices of self-care, and we are ready to handle any pressure. Any pressure. And if we still don't integrate self-care, then we're not looking towards a very beautiful future. Our generation might be able to scrape through, but if we don't bring about a cultural change in our families now, then the children of today will not be able to adapt to the pressures of tomorrow. They will not. And the responsibility will not be of the society, but of their parents who didn't give them the culture of self-care and who made them go through high-pressure situations without increasing the numerator, that resilience. So don't say, I'm not spiritual, because spirituality is not a profession. Spirituality means studying about who I am and using that in my day-to-day life, using those values, those qualities. Anger is not a leadership quality. Compassion is a leadership quality. Empathy is a leadership quality. But that quality will not come in me just if I read and listen about it. But that quality will come in me naturally if I energize the mind. If you're feeling good, then only you'll be able to take care about somebody else. No? But if I'm tired and in pain, where do I have the strength to take care or understand other people? Respect and dignity at the workplace is a culture that we need to create. Every organization should have a no anger zone, that nobody's allowed to get angry over here with anybody. Assertive and disciplined, but not anger. That's not the way to be. And only one mission, that while people are working, we send back happy people at home in the evening. Keep that as your mission. I will send back happy people home in the evening. Because if they go happy in the evening, they will come tomorrow morning. If they go happy in the evening, they will come tomorrow morning happier, and then happier, and then happier, and then happier. So the cycle can go either this side or only one way. Can't go both. But it's only the corporate sector now that can change society, because almost everybody is at work. So it's our responsibility. Let's take a minute of silence again and promise yourself to take care of yourself. I have a lot of time. My priorities are right. I take care of myself, my family, and then my people at work. I carry a white energy field, highest vibration. I'm light and easy. My vibration empowers others. I create a happy workplace. People are happy to be working there. And they go back very happy in the evening. Self-care is my priority. Thank you so much. Shanti.
Thank you so much, Sister Shivani ji. We are privileged to have you today with us. And I think we all will agree that it was a much needed session for all of us, because what she was telling, we all go through every day. And I think you have given us the right path and the direction. We are really thankful to you. I now invite Jeff to give a memento of thanks to her for being present with us today. So, Jeff, please do the honor for us.